Hey everybody, this is Melani back with another speed build. I sound a little cray cray because I have a cold, so you just get to listen to my gravelly voice, which is lovely for you. So the build I'm doing now, I wanted to make it like kind of like some sort of fantasy treehouse sort of thing, but I kept getting annoyed with the trees that I would put near the house because I couldn't see anything. So I tried this for a while and I build different things and then I try to put trees near it, but I end up just making it a floating house. So it's still kind of fantastical because houses can't really float, but it ended up being a modern floating house, not at all what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, there I am trying to put the palm trees in. And this is when I decided to go with the modern route. So I started putting in like the glass railings and all that other stuff. So the people I have moving in here are three girls. And I just imagine they're just like apparently really wealthy girls that maybe they like inherited this house. One of them did. And so they invited the other two to like live with them. Yeah, so they're just roommates. They all have jobs and this house doesn't I don't play with this house very much. I'm not quite sure why. It just sometimes Windenburg houses seem to be so far away from everything. Like, oh, here I am trying to put it up on see where it is on the gallery. But the properties just seem so far away from everything else that, especially these ones that are like tucked in the trees, sometimes I don't necessarily think about playing those ones. I'd rather just play something else. But I do like the way this house ended up. It took me a long time to figure out how I was going to get walkways and stairs to all of the boxes. So there's like two boxes on the first floating floor. So the first floor is nothing. And then there's two boxes. And then like three on the next. And then one on the top. But there's also some patios in there too. So I don't know. It just took me a while to figure out how exactly I was going to connect all of them. But I finally did. And then this is one of the bedrooms, which I ended up really liking. I like how I made the open closet there, like kind of like she just displays all her clothes. I did make another bedroom, but it didn't record, and neither did the bathroom on this level. But you get to see pictures of it, and you get to see most everything else, so I think it's fine. But I think this has ended up being my favorite room, the one with the open closet. I really liked it. I do like this yellow one. I made it for a very like artsy kind of like hippie person. So I wouldn't normally use yellow, but I wanted an excuse to kind of use that Van Gogh bed sheet, and I thought it would be really good for her. And those little cats in that picture behind her bed, they're really weird, but I thought it would work for her. And it skipped a little bit on the kitchen build, but again, I have pictures for that. And then here's the family room. And I know I've said it a lot before, but I like to put a lot of stuff in my builds, like, oh, they left their glass in the family room. Like, that just is how normal houses are. So, but with this one, in the common modern areas, I just tried to like, I don't know. I tried to restrain myself and not put as many little doodads out and about. But I do end up putting two things on that table. And those two things took like half an hour to get rightly situated on there. So there isn't much, but it took me a while. And then at the top, I didn't really know what to do. I'd already done 3 bedrooms and there were 3 people. So I ended up doing a gym and then a guest bedroom. I always like to have a guest bedroom. You never know who's going to move in or visit. And I really liked these patios. Like this one up here is just a nice fireplace area. And then I made one of the girls a bartender for her career, so I needed a place for her to make drinks. So I ended up making a bar, and I really like that level too. It's just very like modern and sleek. Like I'm gonna go make drinks on the patio, and then I can go sit in the fireplace. And this room right here, not in the fireplace, that'd be disastrous by the fireplace. This room is just a breezeway, so I just put a foosball table in there. It was a big open space to just leave blank, but I didn't want to put too much in there. Ended up putting grass in the bar area and the fireplace area because, you know, it's a house that's floating anyway. There might as well be grass upstairs. And again, I just put it in another bathroom. I think there's only 2 bathrooms in this build. Again, I'm not a fan of everyone having their own bathroom. It doesn't always seem necessary to me. So they have 2. They can share. The downstairs one is really big too, so they'd be fine. And I didn't know what I was going to do for the landscaping underneath the house. I thought about just leaving it blank, but in the end I decided I wanted to do a swimming pool, and it just kind of evolved into like this zigzaggy pattern. And right there I'm trying to get rid of some objects that wouldn't delete that I put in. I don't know how I got rid of them eventually, but I did. And I hope I didn't make like any offensive symbol in any language or anything with the swimming pool. I almost made a swastika on accident, but I avoided that disaster. But I ended up just making these random shapes. But I really like the pool. I definitely put a lot of ladders in so that someone wouldn't get stuck in a curve and drowned. And it's kind of fun. They just kind of like little lap pools. They just kind of swim around. And here I am just putting in the lighting for at night. I always forget to do this, so I made sure I did it on this build. And some extra bushes. I really like the way this house looks at night. It really emphasizes its floatiness. Yes. And then here are the screenshots. I do like how it's kind of tucked away in the woods. I just forget about it being tucked away in the woods. And this room was so small I couldn't get very good pictures, but that was the first bedroom, like looking into it. And this is my favorite bedroom, and I put pictures up of them already, little selfies. And I just really like that bedroom. I tried to put curtains on all the windows because I feel like this house lends itself to zero privacy, and it'd be kind of traumatizing. But even though you can't do anything with the shades, I know they're there, and so the Sims can lower them when they feel like they don't want to have people watch them undress and things. And I really like that yellow bedroom and the kitchen as well. And I'm not a huge fan of big kitchens, so I liked how that one was like a kitchen and a tiny dining room all in one. And again, that upper level is just, it'd be so fun to just sit up there at night with the fire going. And there's the gym. And I really liked the way this ended up turning out. I have it up on the gallery if you want to download it. It's called Modern Floating House. And my screen name is melalb99, or my EAid, whatever it's called. All right, that's it. Bye.